56. Down to lose one.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. He's got a first down past the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Melvin Gordon, 84 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here. This opening quarter. Extra point attempt here still to come. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Yellow. Let's go on, 80.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 23 here on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started, and they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Ready. Spy 56. Ricker.
Now Gordon on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Looking to throw on second down. Fields. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Yeah, 65.
They'll run on first down. It's Gordon, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. He's letting this one go for Fuller. It's caught at the 10, and they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 57 yards.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Hurry up. Come on, boys. 56. Check 56. I got you.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Browns have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up, whether it's on your green.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Robbie Anderson with another touchdown, number 24 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. To throw on 2nd down. Fields. He finds Corey Davis. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week, but the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Strong right. That's it. Strong right. Everyone, we got 4. 4 down.
Operating from the gun, Fields. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
We got 4.
To throw on 3rd down, Fields. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
I'm on. Check.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Pull it together. Watch out.
Looking to throw. Fields uncorks one. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off at the 19. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
All day, every day.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied, 14-14.
Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Mahomes maybe a free play. And he is going to go down here, but also have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here. Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly. The penalty gets them half the distance closer, but they'll still need to come up with something on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Running with Elliott. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. Ezekiel Elliott unable to punch it in. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Browns drive about to get started. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game. And it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage. Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. To return is Taylor. So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter. And I'm struggling with this one. You know, you're watching it, partner. Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that play. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 13. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Fields. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Hey, look, 3.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to take a and it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Gordon. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. The Browns on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17. Back to throw. Fields. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. One man on the backfield, Elliott. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now a give, right side. It's Taylor, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They come out here in the eye. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Taylor, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this fight? The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Fields. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Our first update now comes from Atlanta. An early lead in that game for the Falcons. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Mahomes now on 1st down. Steps away to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. A very solid gain of 27. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Trevor Williams with a pick. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 32-yard line.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Operating from the gun. Fields. And now here is another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down. Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's first or second or even third in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, it's Taylor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Robbie Anderson, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Mahomes pass complete to Robbie Anderson. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
This quarterback now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A toss play, Gordon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Melvin Gordon, his third touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. Point after try forthcoming. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
Good one, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Yellow. Angelani. 54. Right. 54. Here we go, dude.
Mahomes now on first down. Buying time to his left. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Yellow, yellow. Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. And that's Elliott, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Elliott running right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth. On second and 15 now. Mahomes forced out to his left. He'll run it. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Yellow. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
On third down, Taylor. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Elliott on first down going absolutely nowhere. So he'll lose about 3 on the play. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Now the Bengals on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, no, he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fields. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 44. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win again.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Ezekiel Elliott with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again, Fields. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 37. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Hey, 43.
Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And the Bengals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Mahomes now to throw. Wide open receiver complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Now Mahomes, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Herb Smith Jr., his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Whoa, he just yanked that one well to the left, and no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. On 1st and 10, Fields. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Dashing through the snow. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that will cut this lead down to 13. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll run with Elliott. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as he'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Luke Kuechly in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a third and long. On third and long, it's Mahomes. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cincinnati, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did, huh? Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist, but I bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not save us, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, watch out for this. I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist,
I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my fit. Ex slick, then he with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things, pull out the VIP. Suck to a nut, baby, pour out the milk. tell you know how I drip.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get the off my chest. Oh, I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live, I don't know what these mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. You still at your mama crib and getting money, you gotta ask for it. I'm tired of complaining, I gotta bitch change my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day they take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it, ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Hey, how it feel to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jake Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just